So today is finally here. We've made it to IPMI. IPMI is the US's largest parking show, so it is what we call the national show, the big kahuna, the one that we plan all year for, every year for. This is definitely a weird industry that, nobody knows exists, but I can't say too much about that because I also came from the peanut industry, which a lot of people didn't know that existed either. I'm nervous. There's always something. You know the saying, it's not what if something goes wrong, it's what will go wrong, and we just have to be prepared to pivot and prep for any hiccup that kind of comes our way. The whole point of being an event coordinator is just making it seem like everything's seamless. That was supposed to be like that. That's supposed to happen that way. You've got to keep that positive attitude and that quick pivot motion all the time, even when you're feeling 1000% of the stress. I think people are so used to seeing trade shows be your typical copy, paste, repeat, pop up, just boring trade show setup. We're trying to shake the industry here in the parking industry by making this super cool, creative booth. Look at this. This is my handy dandy wagon, and I normally ship this so that I don't have to lug it around with me, but we ran out of time. So you would think that this is all on fours, all packaged up. It's nice, it's cute, it's super easy, it's got a nice little handle. Who invented this? What is this? If I'm using this wrong, please someone tell me. Okay, next we call it the dead body bag. But this thing is so heavy this round because I've got these really cool metal pins. You'll see later, but they are itty bitty little tiny cute metal pins. They're so fucking heavy. All right, this is day one. It's Saturday. We are loading up, heading to the expo hall. We're in the convention center. We got our wagon. This babe goes everywhere with us. Our builders are on site. They're making their way through building our build. We're gonna talk to a couple of event strategists kind of in the same seat as me. We're gonna talk to our builder so you can kind of learn some behind the scenes there. We're gonna call it a day after we go through kind of just what we need out of our build and what's missing, what's to go, and get ourselves really organized for tomorrow. This is really where those last minute decisions, those pivot calls, those holy shit moments happen where you have to make decisions on the fly. You have to figure out, what do we do if a TV didn't show up? What happens if the mirror that we brought broke? What happens if the tech doesn't work? This is where the raw and real happens, the side of the show that a lot of people don't get to see. This is the day that I would say is the most nerve-wracking. You've landed on the plane, you've beelined it to the hotel, you've refreshed, and you're already at the expo working with your vendors. It's not if something will go wrong, it's what will go wrong. And what am I gonna do in order to just make it look like it was meant to be that way? The more open-minded you can be, the more that you can just accept that we gotta roll with the punches and be quick to pivot to find a solution, the more successful you will be. So day one, baby, it's hard, but it's fun. This day is also important to start scoping out some of your competition. Where are they at? How do they work? Not from a point of view of, brand against brand, but from a point of view, do their fabricators work a little bit better? Is their booth build going up faster? Did anything go wrong in their build? You're not gonna copy what they're doing. Nobody wants to show up in the same outfit, right? You're not looking to steal ideas. You're looking for a better advancement that gets your company up here, and hell, they should want the competition too. Let's all look good, let's all feel good, and let's give these attendees something to talk about.
Ultimately, you're not there to rent carpet space.
Yeah.
You are there to have revenue generating conversations, and that's what's really critical mass at the end of the day. Speed to lead, speed to meeting. The event space is only going to continue to ramp up because digital has become soulless, unfortunately.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And you're just a name on a computer screen. You could be a fake person, they'd never know.
AI just makes it even easier to fake it till you make it, and we feel it so hard. And so this personal aspect is growing, thank God, because we're bouncing back still from COVID, but we're ramping up. We're back. Events are back.
They are.
Events are back.
And again, while we use AI obviously as a part of our solution, that is only one element of it. That in-person component is going to play such a critical piece because again, it's that engagement in person. You're a face to a name.
Yeah. And that's the relationship.
And that's the relationship piece. And that right there is going to be why businesses who are doubling down in the event space are going to win at the end of the day.
We got the biggest ring for sure. This booth looks good. How are you? I'm good. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, yes, we're getting there.
Coming to life.
Coming
And
to
you
life.
weren't wrong. That thing is fucking massive.
Oh, it's the biggest
That's
one.
huge.
I'm Jana, and I am a producer.
And we're actually currently sitting in a hallway that breaks these two bad boys into two booths. So kind of a cool setup.
Concept, strategy, what's the goal, what's the journey, what are people experiencing when they come into this show or this booth. And then from there, we kind of take it into the design stage and then the final production stage, which is where I come in and basically execute the design. You know, you can get some books that you can wrap yourself.
Yep.
And you put the vinyl sticker on there and you make it look just as good, but you keep the integrity of the booth and you keep everything, you know, the client gets what they want still, but you just have to be a little bit creative and maybe more hands-on.
So I'm looking at all the booths right now because I want to see who pressed the envelope to do more this year than, you know, and after seeing our booth last year, I feel like a lot of people feel like they got to bring it, or at least they should. And we just passed one. I think we're going to see some cool stuff this year, which I'm glad. These people have no idea. They have no idea what's coming for them. When people approach any booth in any trade show or any conference, they want to feel accepted, right? Over here, we've got the custard station. So when people wrap around the corner, they're going to be welcomed by a little custard treat. I mean, come on, who can't say no to ice cream? Then we've got our welcome arch over here, and this welcome arch, after they've gotten their treat, helps us decide who's qualified and who's not as a lead. Once we go inside, follow us in here. Ooh. Then we've got our fun zones. On the right, it's just open, laid back, more, I'm here for the fun, but I don't know that this is the best fit for me. Say you are the best fit, then you come on this side of the booth. This is where our deep demos, our deeper educational stations are. This is where you learn the guts of our business and meet somebody in sales or account management to continue that conversation and lock in a closed deal. You see that? That is a last minute decision pivot. Our car over here was too high of a step in. If you're working with anybody older than 21, you need an easy entrance and easy exit to an experience. That experience would have caused a friction hold. We would have left the wall closed. It's too high, it's hard to get in. So we said, you know what, just cut it off. I don't want to be known as the pony girl when I leave the show. I want to be known as something else. And every show has its own thing. But last year we were in Louisville, Kentucky, so the Derby theme was real strong. I had a miniature pony at our booth and it went, I can't even tell you how perfect. Doing something like that leaves a lot of room for unknown variables, not necessarily error, you just don't know what's gonna happen. Was it just, you know, something fun and showy? No, it was strategic. Not only are people talking about it years later, it was an awesome opportunity for my sales and account managers to have a longer quality time with clients, prospects, attendees. Not only did it keep people coming back, it had them talking about us years later. Having intention with your attention grabbers makes a complete difference. Make it a job, identify the job with your sales team, account managers, all the people on your floor. Give them a role, let them understand how to use that activation to their advantage. Okay, today's day 2. We're Sunday. Everybody's coming in. The morning on Sunday before IPMI's trade show is always like the most anxious. I wouldn't say it's stressful. I think Saturday, that first day, is the most stressful. It's showtime, it's game time. We're getting texts. Somebody's missed their flight. They're hopping on a train to try and get here. We couldn't unlock a certain item that we were trying to get into that we have to set up. We have now fixed that problem. We owe a drayage fee. You always need a function on plan A, B, and C as you work through the day. So this is just figuring out how do we keep the ball rolling. It's showtime.
This is like the nature documentaries when you can't interfere with the wildlife. You just gotta let them struggle.
Yeah, keep filming. Okay, so we stopped to get coffee and food. It's already 11:52, so it's almost lunchtime. We've got delegated task projects going on. We have a boardroom, meeting room owner, and he doesn't get in till about 4:30, which is no problem. However, we have 2 tech guys that want to get into the boardroom early, start testing some of their products. Okay, fine. Since we paid for it, they said that we'd have early access. I was like, work that out, see if we can't get in early. The lady's like, well, I need proof. Only this specific person has access. Okay, so now I'm connecting them to, you know, have personal numbers shared, get each other on the phone so they can FaceTime the person and get that access early. It's all doable, just takes some extra steps. On the flip side, while they're handling that, I'm then now trying to put out a fire with our collateral situation. So we had it shipped on time, good stuff, but my name wasn't put on it. The project owner name is on it, which is fine, but he doesn't get in until later. And we've had some bad weather, so everybody's flights in are getting delayed, if not canceled. Now it's time to just enjoy our, what we're gonna call brunch, because it's 11:56. Might as well be lunch. Slow down a minute, collect our thoughts. Everybody's kind of taken care of, enjoy a moment, and then we'll jump back into it.
We just solved 2 problems all at once, which is great. So now our 2 guys have access into the meeting rooms. Check. We'll then wrap up now that we know that they have access. We're going to deliver our swag item up to the boardroom. We just got confirmation on package pickup as well. So depending if we walk right past our hotel, then we'll pick up those packages too and then do a double drop off.
One rule of thumb is, you don't want to wear your lanyard because you look like a freshman. Anybody in the city, depending on what city you're in, could be like, ooh, they're not from here, they're tourists. So take the badge off, they'll never know. The wagon might give it away. People don't realize how much back and forth you do, and how much product you keep in your room, how much swag you literally sleep with, just to make their experience as your colleague, as your booth team, a positive one. Okay, these are Bella cookies, our treat we're giving out for a brand survey. So when you do a brand survey, you can't be affiliated with your brand so that you can get, more honest or transparent answers. Okay, so today we're doing our brand survey. It's super secret, but it's super fun. We get to learn about everybody's thought process about the show, about the brand, and a lot of questions in between. And when they do finally answer, they will get a sweet cookie treat. So we've got Brian and Talisha working the floor outside, taking those in on tablets. And then that's great data and insights for us to build for our company as well. Guys, don't ever buy this product. It sucks. My mental state can't handle it. Crisis averted. I thought we ordered way over 500, or that accident happened, and we didn't, so now we're kind of back leveled. You're always gonna ride a roller coaster.
Expect the unexpected. I feel like I used to just shut down and be like, it's not what I planned for. You just roll with the punches, and no one ever knows what went wrong.
Right.
It's only you that can tell that.
But I was trying to pivot quickly. What are we gonna do with all this extra product? Now we're back to normal. We're gonna take 100 of these to the boardrooms so that our high-end clients, high-end meetings get taken care of well with a really nice gift. And then we will keep some for our attending colleagues here that want one of those, and then whatever's remaining we keep here at the booth, so that anybody here that's a high quality touch point that you're like, oh, come over here, we'll give you a nice gift, then they feel exclusive, treated, wined and dined. So that's how we work high-end swag. I brought a wagon. I can put Mark in the wagon. Your legs get tired, need a little rest. Got you. I don't know what the weight limit is. You do wear a size small though now. We wrapped up doing all the deliveries. We've had cross-functional hiccups all morning, got those all ironed out. Everybody's where they need to be. We've got our booth builder all aligned, the right cards that we need to pay for right payments, etc. We have a minute to breathe a second before the rest of our event crew gets in around 3:30. So we're gonna go see if we can catch some of the FIFA game, grab actual food, because we had sourdough and trout. It was fine. It was actually really good, but whatever. And I'm running on coffee fumes. We're double dipping too right now, which is pretty cool. So Tom's Watch Bar will be where our happy hour is on Monday night. And we've got a couple things to iron out, just the flow, the layout. It's always different when you see it in person. So it's rule of thumb to check it out prior. Now I do have an event lead on this project, delegating, which is a lot of fun, but gonna do my own little homework, no micromanaging, just gonna see it, grab some wings, and then she's gonna do her run through today and we're gonna compare kind of notes. So should be good. There's also that silver lining of reality. Okay, what steps can we do to actually still bring this vision to life, but we have to make some cutbacks. And I think you guys do a really good job, and you've helped me along the way. Okay, look, if you're open enough to pivot and just turn on a dime and be willing to shave off a wall or two,
Exactly.
then, those adjustments aren't as shocking. There's definitely been some times where I'm like, I thought I had more money to play with, and you don't. And you're like, well, that's the heartbreak.
it's hard sometimes to let go of those things, but it's hard for us sometimes as like designers and producers to say, hey, you know, like you have to let go of something.
Yeah.
So I think it just depends on what you actually want to compromise on or what you're not willing to compromise on. You can still make an impactful event or an impactful design even if you, for example, remove one side of the wall, because at the end of the day, the people who are coming, they don't know that we did that, right?
Yeah.
It's just us. We know it, but they don't. So I think strategy is like the first step, right? So I think sometimes when a client comes with an idea, it's you kind of jump over the strategy part, which is supposed to be the first step. Strategy is more so about how does the consumer perceive the event? What are the touch points? What's happening? Like, what's the journey?
I hate cul-de-sacs, dead ends. So if they come in, they do the cul-de-sac move, which is the most frustrating thing. You think that they're gonna engage with what all this hard work that you made to deliver to them, but they come in, they go, woo, okay, and then they're out, and you're like, wait, no, you're supposed to touch something here. Copy, paste, repeat.
Yeah.
It's a billboard full of text that you're spewing onto people because you think that they want to know about you. Wrong. We need to flip the switch. We need to meet them where they are. We need to ask, hey, what's brought you here that's got you like looking for a solution? How can I help you?
So I did not start off in parking, much to many people's chagrin. Shocking. You never create an event to get PR. You create a PR-worthy event, and that you have to think about what is the experience? What is the brand experience that you want people to walk away from?
Music to my ears.
Yeah, it's not selling and closing here. It is getting people to imagine what would it feel like if I had technology that worked for me, that created and delivered the experiences that are going to light up my customers. Yeah. We as event creators, as marketers, we have our fingers in all the pots. This is what I struggle with often is don't discount my view of technology, the industry, the trends, because I have to consume all of that to create a cohesive experience.
Yeah. Today is the first day of Expo Day. Doors open up at 12. It's 9:35. We're getting a little quicker start, short breakfast, grabbing the wagon, meeting our brand survey team outside to give them the wagon. We're gonna go inside at about 10 a.m. We've got a booth walkthrough for our booth and our partner / competitor as well. So getting a booth walkthrough of them so we know how to navigate and coordinate. We're gonna take everybody's roles into consideration, making sure everybody's in the right position, and it's showtime. I couldn't do this without, my team. We had a great night last night, just connecting, collaborating, understanding our roles and our positions in the booth. Without them, closing or introducing a possible qualified lead or deal to win doesn't happen without this booth presence or these owned roles by my event squad. So really looking forward to seeing these guys in action today. Let's get it. We've got people that are extroverts, but you also have people that are introverts and new to this show, first time to the show. So it takes them a little bit longer to warm up to an experience, a booth, a team. And this is one of those activations that gives them the opportunity. They can click over here, whatever video they want to watch, and the video swaps, and you press play. I built this. I'm a tech girl now. The best thought process is giving them something to do that's also fun, engaging, putting their hands on it, but gives them a chance to pause, think about how maybe your services or features or whatnot can benefit them, and then give the sales reps that opportunity to kind of engage with them on a topic that they can now relate with or build off of, and then kind of go into more of a pitch down the road there.
The activations or sort of some way to interact with the people instead of just throwing information at them. You don't have to be the flashiest booth to approach people and to be welcoming and to open conversations and make people feel okay with stepping over. I know some booths feel like you can't touch them. You just have to walk around and go to the next one.
Just
don't talk to them. There's many ways to make your booth feel approachable.
So I've been in the parking world for 10 years now. The first trade show I did was back in 2019 at IPMI. And looking back, I'm mortified at our booth.
We all have to start somewhere.
Yeah, so I built the parking nerd sort of community. So really kind of tying into that emotional tie with the audience. They don't want to just be sold at. So really just kind of getting that emotional tie with your community.
Yeah, honestly, I think we forget how emotional a lot of these shows and experiences need to be.
Yeah.
We get so lost in the presentation of our product and features and what's coming, what's next, that people are still here looking for an experience. People are still looking to find a friend to do business with.
Especially in the industry I'm in, parking, it's very relationship people driven. And we always say like it's people buying from people. So yeah, you just need to make a memorable connection with them. Conferences are an opportunity for the company to really showcase the brand in real life. So having like that in their booth and having just like a strong point of view.
Ryan paid for his registration ticket, but we can't figure out why accounting may or may not have paid it. But there's stages that they have to go through to get that approved and paid for and yada yada. So stuff like this falls through the cracks all the time. No big deal. Just not convenient. Everybody wants to be convenient and well taken care of. Make it seamless. Last 10 minutes, we're about, let's see, 11:50. We had no Wi-Fi for certain things, got Wi-Fi working. We were down a helper. We got our girls over here serving, they're prepping the rush, got doubled up there so that we can help with congestion of flow. So that was, friction, now no friction. We have decals as part of our, floor decals as part of our sponsorship. So as you can see over here, come follow me. We've got different sponsors will do different things. So on this show floor here, you'll see people, part of their sponsorship packaging, they can get their name and placement on the show floor, which is really cool. If you want to send a specific message or give attendees direction to find your booth or something. And so we have stickers a part of that. And we just kind of walked the show floor and realized, I don't see ours. So we're definitely checking in with the event venue team here to see where are they, what happened to them, and how can we fix it? Because if we lose out on day one, fine, we'll eat it. We're going to go ask for money back though, and then they'll put it out on Tuesday. So things that you navigate, things you need to take note of, because this is something you would follow up after the show with the event coordinator when they ask, how was the show? Oh, welcome in. I like your purple top. Looks good. We're being very extra today. So we're trying. This is from Gillies. Gillies has been around since almost the 50s. It was like 1940 something, so late 40s. It is the longest custard shop in Milwaukee, so the history is just oozing. Okay, so we are closing down day one. Now it is about 3:10. We have an interview to do, so we're gonna outfit change. This was our cute little fit for the show. We have our 50s look, which is today's main theme, and then tomorrow's more of our futuristic vibe, where we're gonna be khakis, white vests, just more clean cut, business casual or business elevated. We got some great feedback from attendees on the floor, from custard to swag to just, wow, this booth is crazy cool. So I'm just like overflowing with joy and excitement, and just so grateful that it ran so smoothly. And it can only do that when your team is just on top of it. We still are dealing with hiccups that kind of come and arise, running with the punches. So I don't want to get too comfy here, because I can already feel myself starting to like, ooh, this feels too good. Now, coordination doesn't stop, doesn't slow down, doesn't sleep, but we rest and we try to get centered again and tackle it. See you. Oh my God. Thank you. Got our team prepped and ready as far as our event team goes, our demo guys go. We've got everybody aligned, connected. Now we're just gonna kick it off. Hey, he's part of the game too now. Now we're headed to the Explorium Brewery to just get some quick drinks, have some fun together, do a little kickoff bonding before we go into the main happy hour for IPMI. I just wanna get this out of the way before we dive into drinks and all. And yeah, team meeting, because this isn't first round, this is second round rodeo, and we have the OG team back in action that crushed it before, will crush it again. I'm just so grateful of the energy, the excitement, the volunteering, and just being able to say, let's go, let's try it, I want to do it, and having flexibility of if it doesn't work out, no big deal, but if I can, I'm in for it. So, drum roll, I made something for you guys. You're my superstars, and a lot of times if you get to be involved in events, you may not get recognized as often. So we're gonna fix that today. You all get awards for being the best. Brian Young, Ellie Glass, Zeb Daniel, Amir. I'm grateful that you guys are helping out. You just get in? Oh, great. Well then, good job. Did you go in? I just wanted to meet you. I've met you before. Hi, nice to meet you. All right, so now we're at our first happy hour, and this one's with IPMI. So IPMI's happy hour engages with all the attendees, all the exhibitors, vendors, etc. involved in the show. So we kicked off our event squad get together, we connected, we've got our high energy, we're ready, we're educated, we walked the floor. Now it's time to just have fun with the show and the people involved, and this is where we do our networking. So our team is ready and prepared on as far as what the scope is for the booth. Now when they come to this scene, they get to intermingle with all the attendees or potential competitors, visitors, etc. So they can start asking questions today, meet with people tonight, so that when they go into the show tomorrow, they feel like they know somebody, they have some rapport with some people. This is now where we get to wind down and just enjoy the fruits of our labor as we prepare for tomorrow's kickoff. All right, doors are open. We're on day 2. So you can see the attendees coming in, rushing fast because they've got food launched in the corners. Exhibit hall vendors are ready for with their swag and their food. They're ready to get started.
Maybe it's people that you just met for the first time, but you've been in contact with them for the past 6 months, and you're here to solidify that partnership, really make a connection. And I think now in this era of AI, the in-person meetings and in-person connections mean so much more. Like, these are real people I'm talking to, and they really care. I feel like I've seen that in new partnerships and ongoing partnerships, just to solidify that relationship with the people we work with all the time.
What you can do in an hour can be months of trial or reach out or work and email, phone calls. It's just getting harder and harder to reach people with trust unless you already, know somebody inside kind of thing to connect you. So that's what trade show and in-person events can really bring to the table, and honing in on a focused meeting goal number, or setting a tone of these are the amount of prospects or type of prospects we really want to connect with and why. Then getting that ROI is such a meatier outcome that you're like, yes, this show was successful. So I think that's a great understanding. It really helps map out that pre-show strategy and gives you something much better to work with post-show.
Yes.
Whether you're in any industry, it could be the food ingredient space, construction, makeup. I mean, there's a ton out there. Aviation, doctor stuff. I mean, you name it. It is your job as an event strategist to deliver that experience that has that ripple effect. Anyone can make a change. Anyone. It is on you as an event strategist to push the envelope, get out of the comfort zone, test your industry. If we can't start with us, how does that excitement, trickle down to the end users? Our booth just won People's Choice, and they want our team's picture. So come. We just won first place. And then what I want to say is that it takes a village to plan something this big. You have your fabricators, your event producers, your event squad on floor. You have the people trying to keep it organized. You have the leadership helping you execute from the top down. So overall, this is a big win for the village that builds it. So I'm super pumped and super grateful.